Welcome back to my channel, Ragamuffins. My name is Ragurog, and today I am bringing you a really weird tier list. Today, I am going to be taking all 150 original Pokemon and any variant forms that they may have from any game, any source, whatever, and I am going to be determining whether or not I would eat them. So, call me a monster if you will, but sometimes you don't have a choice. So, also, you know, they have to eat Pokemon in the Pokeworld. We don't see any traditional animals, so they gotta be getting their meat from somewhere, right? Anyways, I'm going to be basing these on if I would absolutely eat them, if I might try, if I were forced to, if I would never eat them, or if, despite other, mitigating circumstances, they are just not edible. Anyways, just in order of how we see them, I'm going to be getting through this one pretty quick. I'm just going to do some of them rapid fire, and I'll go into some more detail about others, but for the most part, it's just going to be like, yes, no, yes, no. Okay. Abra? You know what? I don't think I would ever eat an Abra. Absolutely not. Aerodactyl, in both forms, I would say is just literally inedible. He's a fossil, he's ancient, and he's made of rock. Alakazam, in both forms. Actually, you know what? Despite not wanting to eat Abra, Alakazam and Kadabra, and Alakazam, so we'll get Kadabra on here too. They come with their own spoons, so they must be for eating. Abra is clearly not ripe enough yet, but the others come with their own spoons. So, is it a sign? I don't know. Arbok, if I were forced to, absolutely. Arcanine, I don't think I could eat Arcanine. Nope, not in any form. Articuno, you're probably going to see a theme, but if it's a bird, at the very least, I might try. Absolutely. Beedrill, if I were forced to, absolutely. Bellsprout, isn't Bellsprout poisonous? Just in case he's poisonous, I'm going to say no. Blastoise, I've heard that turtles are absolutely delicious, so I'm going to say I might try Blastoise. Absolutely. In Gigantamax or otherwise, doesn't matter. Bulbasaur, he's an onion Pokemon. Absolutely. I would eat the onion off his back. If it is an onion, doesn't matter, I'll try. Butterfree, if I were forced to. Caterpie, no. Chansey, yeah, absolutely. It's got, like, if nothing else, I could eat its egg, right? Like, you can't even deny that. Charizard, jeez, I mean, if I wouldn't hunt one, but if someone offered me Charizard meat, I might try it. I can't even deny that. So Charizard in all of his forms. And the same thing is going to have to go for Charmander and Charmeleon, I believe. Then we have Clefable and Clefairy, and I feel like if Chansey tastes good, then these guys gotta taste good. They look like they're made of the same stuff. So I'm gonna say absolutely I would eat Chansey and Clefable. Cloyster, absolutely. He's just a clam. Clams are delicious. Cubone, I really don't want to eat Cubone, but if someone forced me to, like at gunpoint, then sure. Dugong, I don't want to eat one of my favorites ever, but I've heard that, like, seal meat is surprisingly, like, tasty or salty, so it's like, I'd have to try it for curiosity's sake. Diglett, I feel like he's not edible. Like, I feel like he's just made of dirt. Ditto, definitely gonna try him. He looks like pudding. Dodrio and Doduo, might try that, absolutely. They probably taste like chicken or something, I'm not sure. Dragonair, might try Dragonair. Dragonite, yeah, I would try that. Dratini, same story. Drowsy, sure. I have no reason to say no to Drowsy, apart from that it's like an upright figure, but whatever. Alright, Dugtrio, same story as Diglett. Eevee? I don't think I could eat Eevee. I'm sorry. Ekans? Yeah, same story as Arbok there. Electabuzz, I might try an Electabuzz. Voltorb, I'm sorry, Electrode, I don't think you can eat him. He's made of wood and metal. Execute? Of course we're gonna eat Execute. Same story for Executor. I love coconut. Farfetch'd. Okay, if we have to say might try for Alakazam because he comes with spoons, then we have to say absolutely would eat for Farfetch'd because he comes with his own leek. Like, he's telling you to turn him into soup, essentially. Fearow, I reckon I would eat Fearow, absolutely. Wouldn't eat Flareon. I don't think you can eat Ghastly, really. I don't think you can eat any of the ghost types. And on that note, Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar are all poison types as well, so I don't want to get sick. Geodude, literally inedible. He is a rock. Gloom, definitely poisonous, wouldn't eat her. Actually, I'll put that never, because I could eat it, but I'm not going to. Golbat, we don't eat bats. I will say that. Goldeen, yeah, I would absolutely eat Goldeen. Put that into the might try section. Oh, Golduck, I love Duck. I don't care if you love Golduck. I love Duck. Golem in all of his forms, along with Graveler as well. For the same reason as Geodude, they are just not edible. Grimer. If he is edible, I'm never going to try. Because he is made of poop. So no, I'm not going to eat that. Growlithe, if I said I'm never going to eat Arcanine, you can bet I'm never going to eat Growlithe either. I would definitely try Gyarados. Might try that. I wouldn't say I would absolutely eat it, but I would try. Haunter, put him there with his ghost buddies. Hitmonchan, I don't think I would. It'd be weird, like, having, like, a cooked, like, arm on your plate there. I don't know. Same story for Hitmonlee. Might try Horsey. Might try Hypno. Ivysaur. We're going to put Ivysaur up into absolutely would eat. Jigglypuff. I might try Jigglypuff. Jolteon, couldn't do it. Jinx? No, not a chance. If it's got, like, fingers like that, no. Which is a cop-out because Hypno does, but, like, there's something different about Jinx. It just hits different, you know? Kabuto, alright, I feel like, no. I feel like you could, but I'm not going to. Kabutops, I feel like, is literally inedible. I feel like he's literally made of stone. Kadabra, absolutely. Okay, no, I'll put him with Alakazam. Might try. Kakuna, I feel like you can't eat him, he's too hard. Kangaskhan, I feel like Kangaskhan steaks are a thing. Like, I feel like I've heard of that somewhere. So I think we're gonna move that and Kingler and Krabby up here because I'm actually gonna move all of them into absolutely would eat. I love me some crab too. If it's a crustacean, I'm gonna eat it. Coughing is literally inedible. Or, no, you know what? You probably can't eat him, but I'm not going to because he is just toxic waste in gas form. Toxic gas. Lapras, Lapras is, I would eat the hell out of a Lapras. Lickitung, if I were forced to, I would eat a Lickitung. Machamp, couldn't eat Machamp. Couldn't eat anyone from that line. That is a tall order for me, honestly. Magikarp, I feel like it would be very difficult, but I would eat the hell out of Magikarp. Honestly, once you get past its, like, scales, it's probably delicious on the inside. Magikarp is one of the few Pokemon that you actually get to see, like, visualized as a dish in the anime, so that's, you know, take that for what it's worth. Magmar, I don't think I would eat Magmar. Magnemite, he is literally magnets. Not only can't you eat him, if you could, you probably shouldn't. Mankey, wouldn't eat a Mankey. Marowak, yeah, I gotta put Marowak with Cubone into if I were forced to. Meowth. Meowth, I'm going to put Meowth into if I were forced to. I do not want to eat Meowth, but if somebody were to force me to try, then I would have to try. Oh, there's the other one. Okay. Metapod, yeah, same story as Kakuna. Mew? I'm gonna say no. I don't think I could bring myself to eat Mew. It's just something about it. Mewtwo, on the other hand, I'm gonna move him here. But then, Mewtwo in all of his forms, I might actually try Mewtwo. I can't begin to imagine what he would taste like. Probably not good. He would probably taste just like Mew, so if I wanted to try Mew, I could just have Mewtwo, and then I would know, and I wouldn't have to feel guilty about eating Mew. Perfect. Moltres is going to be, I would absolutely try Moltres. I don't know if he'd taste good. Mr. Mime, I do not want to put Mr. Mime anywhere near my intestines. Muck, yeah, I'm not gonna eat a Muck. I don't want to eat Nido King, Queen, or any of them, but there is no reason that I couldn't if I had to. So I'm gonna put them into might try. I might try them. Just to say that I had, I guess. Ninetales in all forms. If I were forced to eat a Ninetales, I would. I wouldn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be proud, but there you go. Oddish. I think Oddish would be safe, because he's essentially just a turnip. Or like a radish. So I'm gonna say I absolutely would eat Oddish. Omastar, some seafood I feel really iffy about, and if it's literally an ancient fossil, then I'm definitely not putting that anywhere near my body. Onyx, literally inedible. Parasect, I am not a fan of mushrooms at the best of times, least of all when they are known to carry spores that are very dangerous for you, so I would just never, ever eat Paras or Parasect. Simple. Persian, Alolan Persian, if I were forced to. Oh, regular Persian, if I were forced to. Okay, all these bird Pokemon here, I'm just gonna move them up, move them up, move them up, and they are gonna go into... it's taking forever now. This list is getting so big. I just know that I would absolutely eat Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, and Pidgey. Easy enough. Okay, Pikachu. If I were forced to, I would eat Pikachu. Probably not Gigantamax, though. I don't think so, no. Pinsir! I'm gonna be super basic and say I would just never eat Pinsir. I wouldn't even try. Poliwag and Poliwhirl and that... I don't know. If I were forced to eat these guys, then sure. That's how I feel. I know they're frogs. I don't know how frog-like they would taste. That would be one way to try frog, I guess. Ugh. I don't think I could eat Ponyta. Especially Galarian Ponyta, but either of them. Porygon, I don't think he's edible. Primate, wouldn't eat Primate. Psyduck, I would eat the hell out of Psyduck. Absolutely. Actually, where did I put Golduck? I'm pretty sure I must have put him in might try. Yeah, okay. Golduck goes up into absolutely would eat. I would try both forms of Raichu, I believe. You wouldn't even have to force me, I would just try them. I don't think they'd taste very good, but I would try. Galarian and regular Rapidash are going to be if I were forced to. Certainly. Raticate, I just no. No, I don't want to, like... I'm sure there are some, like, rodent-like Pokemon here that I've already said that I would eat, but Raticate, it's just... The fact that it is a rat is bashed over your head, so it's like I couldn't bring myself to do that. Rhydon and Rhyhorn, no. Sandshrew and Sandslash? I guess if someone forced me to, hey? Yeah, because, like, there's a lot about them that is, like, probably really hard to eat. They are very hard, but they might taste good, but I'm not that interested in trying, so it's like I would eat them if someone forced me to. Scyther, I might... Okay, if same story as Sandslash in that, Scyther I might try, if you forced me to. Seadra, if you forced... No, you know what? I might actually try Seadra. I don't think it will taste good, but there you go. Seaking, shamelessly, I would just eat the hell out of a Seaking. No problem. Seal, I might try Seal. Shelter, I would eat the hell out of Shelter. Absolutely. So here's an interesting one. Is in the anime, no, in the games, they talk about eating Slowpoke tail, and it's like a super delicacy. So I think Slowpoke might actually be delicious. And while we're here, I'm going to say that Snorlax also might actually be delicious. But like, okay, they literally eat Slowpoke in the games. Which means that it is edible. Which means... it might actually taste amazing. You never know. So we're going to take... Oh man, this list is so long now. I'm going to put Slowpoke up here. Boop. And Slowbro, because they probably taste the same. They look similar enough. And Snorlax... Well, like, okay. Snorlax is overweight and incredibly well rested. So that meat is both fatty and tender. He must taste amazing. And I don't care how lovable you think Snorlax is. That guy probably tastes better than anything on Earth. And I have to... It's not a matter of having to try, I just absolutely would eat him. Also, what an alpha move, right? eat the eat Pokemon. My goodness. Spearow. We're gonna move Spearow up into. Absolutely would eat. Absolutely. Why not? Squirtle. I would eat Squirtle. I think so. No, I'm gonna put him with Might Try. With Blastoise and that. Easy enough. Staryu and Starmie. I don't know about eating Starfish. I'll put them in Never. Tangela? If I were forced to, I would eat Tangela. Tauros? Okay. Unless you are a vegetarian or vegan or whatever, there is no reason that Tauros should not just be in your absolutely would eat section. I feel like Tauros, like, okay, it is established that Tauros, like, come in, like, herds, which carries the same implication that it does for cattle in real life, that they are mass-produced for eating. I'm going to eat Tauros. Probably tastes great, too, albeit a little too lean, maybe. Tentacool, I would not. I feel like I would die. Vaporeon, I just wouldn't. Also, this thing is, like, mostly water, so it'd be more like drinking him, so I wouldn't be able to eat him. Venomoth, I would die. Venonat, same story. You know what occurs to me? That Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur are actually poison types. But I reckon that poison is only really deadly once he gets to being Venusaur. That's my headcanon. So I'm going to say I would never eat Venusaur, while I did say that I would actually eat Bulbasaur. Victory Bell. I don't know. I feel like that's another one that's probably bad for you. Also, he would probably try to eat me instead. Vileplume, definitely not. I would die. Voltorb, literally inedible. Okay, Vulpix, I do not want to say it. But if someone forced me to, same story as Ninetales, if someone forced me to eat Vulpix, I would have to. Wartortle, he's going right next to Squirtle and Blastoise. Because I might try him. He might taste delicious. I'll only know if I try. Then we have Weedle, and I just wouldn't eat Weedle. I wouldn't eat Weepinbell either. Like, I'm pretty sure I said I wouldn't eat a Bellsprout. Yeah, so I wouldn't eat Weepinbell or Victory Bell either. Who are both likely to be more toxic for me. I don't even think they're actually grass types. I'm sorry. I don't even think they're actually poison types, but they look poisonous, and Monkey Brain says don't do it. Weezing and Galarian Weezing are just no. Wigglytuff, I would try a Wigglytuff. I don't think it's cute enough to say I wouldn't eat it. So there you go. Okay, Zapdos. Both forms of Zapdos I might try. I don't know how much luck I would have trying to eat a Zapdos. Like, it might be inedible. But if it is inedible, then there you go. But otherwise, I would try it. Especially the Galarian one. That one just looks tastier to me. Certainly you could eat its eggs, which it probably lays. I don't know. And lastly on this list, we have Zubat, and as we mentioned before, we do not eat bats. So, there you have it. We have from literally inedible, never, if forced to, might try, and absolutely would eat. These are where I rate all the first, like, original 150 Pokemon in all of their possible forms that they can have. This episode has been really disturbing because I've had to look into parts of myself that I didn't know were there. You should definitely try this yourself as well. I'll put a link to this particular tier list down below in the comment section. Comment which Pokemon you would eat. Let me know if you think I'm a monster for my decisions here. Where do we agree? Would you just never eat Pokemon? Would you be like a Pokemon World vegan? Which means that you could probably still eat, like, Tangela. I don't know. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. This has been an enriching experience, I will say that. In any case, like the video if you enjoyed today's content, and definitely subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon as well so you can get instant updates anytime I make more disturbing content like this. And yeah, I'll see you next time, Ragamuffins. Have a good one.